Welcome, Macabre, everybody. Hey, I got a donation from Toby Parsons. I believe Toby's new, man. Thank you so much, Toby, for the donation for this. He wants me to put Metallica's Black Album versus Corrosion or Comformity's Blind. Now, I had Blind on CD. I bought it when it was new. I really dig the album. I like Deliverance more. And, you know, I know the early punk stuff was cool, too. But my favorite's Deliverance. That album fucking rules. But Blind is not bad. It's not a bad album at all. It's got a couple songs I don't care for, but for the most part, I dig it. Where the Black Album, I'm not proud to say this because it's so trendy, you know? Oh, I hate the Black Album, it sucks. But yeah, it does suck. And so, no, it's a trendy thing to say to us metalheads. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Black Album, man. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Injustice for All either. You know, it's the first three albums. But Blackened is an amazing song. There's like 3 songs I like off Injustice. But Black Album, there is one song. And the only reason I like it, because the best time I saw Metallica was when they did that summer tour in 1994. Way back then. And they were promoting the live album, Live, Binge and Purge. And, they played a song from this album that they didn't play on the Black Album tour. And I was like, damn, that's a cool song. Why didn't I notice it before? And then I went back to the Black Album to hear that song, and I'm like, this is a cool song. Let me give this album another chance. You know, when it first came out, I gave it not many chances. But yeah, I played it one time, I was like, ew. So I played it another time, and I was like, ew. And then, you know, I gave it a couple breaks, and I think I listened to it 3-4 times when it was new. And it did nothing for me. So then when this one song, which I'll tell you what it is when we get to it. When they played that song, I started giving the Black Album more chances because I figured, man, I really like this song. And let's see, you know, if any other song on this album does it for me. And no, it doesn't. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the Black Album. But let's get this started, Toby. All right, we start with Enter Sandman versus These Shrouded Temples. The song is awesome. These Shrouded Temples. It's instrumental. And some parts do drag, I'm not going to lie. But it still wins because, I know. Hey, Enter Sandman's huge. I get it. But so is Justin Bieber. I can't get into this shit. All right, next. Sad But True versus Damn for All Time. I'm going with Damn for All Time. That groove is awesome, man, on this track. It's awesome. And Sad But True. I'm not a fan of Sad But True, but I will say this. I used to warm up to that song because there was a time I was warming up at a club and that song came on. So I started singing along to it. And it really did help, you know, warm up my voice, that I would always sing Sad But True. Like when I would go to the recording studio to record, or if I'm driving to a gig, I'm playing Sad But True over and over again so I can warm up the pipes. So I guess I don't hate the song, but I don't really like it that much either. But hey, it's good for warming up with the voice. Damn for All Time wins. Next, Holier Than Thou versus Dance of the Dead. Holier Than Thou, these nuts. Alright? Dance of the Dead is a killer song. There's a video for it too. The other video is what made me buy the album, but I dig this song. Dance of the Dead, and it wins. Alright, next. Unforgiven versus Buried. Buried, I gotta say, it's not one of my favorites on here. It's just okay. But damn, it's way better than Unforgiven. I'm sorry, I can't get into that Clint Eastwood shit, man. I mean, I can get into it watching it in a movie, but nah, no thank you. Buried wins, and it's not even that good. Next, Wherever I May Roam. Alright, Wherever I May Roam to me is the worst damn song on this album. I'm telling you, a lot of you would pick the ballad. I think this song's worse than the ballad. And the ballad sucks. I hate Wherever I May Roam. I mean, I really despise that song. Seriously, I think I'd pick anything off Saint Anger, anything that Metallica's done ever. I would say Wherever I May Roam is the worst Metallica song ever. Yeah, you heard me. Even worse than Mama Said. Is that the name of it? That stupid... Let my heart go. You know, and... Screw this shit, man. I hate Wherever I May Roam. Alright. Break the Circle wins. And I dig it. It's a good song, too. It's kind of dark. And I like that. Alright, next. Don't Tread on Me versus Painted Smiling Face. Don't Tread on Me. No, thank you. Painted Smiling Face. It has a killer flow and a killer groove. And it wins. Wow, Metallica ain't getting anything. Alright, let's keep going. Through the Never versus Mine Are the Eyes of God. Mine Are the Eyes of God is one of the best songs on this album. Easy win. Alright, next. Nothing Else Matters. Oh boy. Versus Shallow Ground. This one, it's an instrumental and it's boring. It's just boring. But it still wins because really, Nothing Else Matters these nuts. Alright, Of Wolf and Man versus Vote with a Bullet. Vote with a Bullet wins. It's my favorite song off the album. It's awesome, and there's a video for it, and that's the song that made me go buy the album with a CD. Alright, next. The God That Failed versus Great Purification. Great Purification is a cool tune. But yeah, The God That Failed, that's the song they played that night. And I was like, fuck, dude, this song's awesome. And then when I hear this Black Album version, it's fucking still awesome. And I think what it is that this album's so long that by the time I got to The God That Failed, my brain was fried already. So I never really noticed how good this song is. And I think it's better than Great Purification. And I like Great Purification. Black Album finally got a point. Alright, next. My Friend of Misery versus White Noise. White Noise is my second favorite song off this album. And My Friends Are These Nuts. So COC wins that. Alright, next. The Struggle Within. Going against Echoes in the Well. Echoes in the Well is not bad. It's kind of trippy, but not great either. But it wins because, you know, Struggle Within, These Nuts. No thank you. Alright, that's the end of the Metallica album, but there's still a 28-second pointless instrumental at the end of the COC album. So I'm throwing in the bonus track, the cover of Anti-Nowhere League song, So What? And So What against a song called Remain. Without a doubt, So What? I love it. I love So What. It's like, you know, it's a B-side, one of those Garage Day albums. It's on there. It's fucking... I never heard the original version. When I heard this, I was like, God damn. I even sucked an old man's cock and I shoved my cock right down the goat's throat. Crazy shit, man. Yeah, that one wins. So, you know, if it wasn't for that boring instrumental, Metallica would have only got one. But it didn't only get one. Toby Parsons. This is the final score. It got two thanks to one of the covers. Anyway, Toby, thank you so much, my friend. I hope you enjoyed your track-by-track album battle, and that goes for everybody else out there. I hope you enjoyed this, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring the little notification bell, and like this video because that'll be really good for the YouTube algorithms. Also good for those algorithms is if you leave comments below about the Black Album. What do you feel? You love it? Let me know. And COC Blind, who loves that even more, let me know. And stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and schmack 'em a gob.